All right, what is poppin', my boys? So yes, we have some Digimon stuff to talk about. So as you can see by the title of this Gemitsu post, is interesting. It has a lot more information and interesting stuff that I want to talk about, besides just reconfirming the new story game in development. So first things first, that's what it said. Let's just go ahead and read this because I was going through this video in my head and I kind of always go on off topic. So let's get through this real quick and we'll talk about it. So as you can see, it says Digimon producer reconfirms new Digimon story game in development. Like I've been telling you guys, I think it's pretty obvious now. We've figured it out that yes, it's still coming, but this is like the very reconfirmation, you know, and we're not going off of nothing said in 2017. He's saying it right now. So it says the latest issue of Weekly Famitsu has a new interview with Digimon Survive producer Katsuaki Suzuki and chief producer Kazumasa Habu. The boy Habu, he's the guy behind all this. So Habu is the god, all right? Don't forget that. Who reconfirms that development on a new Digimon story title is underway after first confirming it in December 2017. Alright, so it says a new Digimon story is currently in development, but development still has some time to go. For that reason, Digimon Survive is being made as new Digimon content to be offered before that. We would be happy if it can turn into the third series of Digimon games. Editor's note, the two series are Digimon World and Digimon Story. Yes. So this stuff is stuff we already knew. I don't know why I see news sites acting like this is new information. This is not new at all. We know about this. It says in Digimon Survive, characters could die depending on your choices. Story developments will occur that could not easily be done in the anime. Obviously, while this doesn't mean that there are a ton of branched endings, there are scenario branches that occur during the story based on accumulation of detailed choices made by the player. So right here is some new stuff. Currently, the story is divided into 3 routes. We're thinking it would be nice to also include a bonus route, aka a 4th route. That's cool. So even during battles, the status of enemies and allies, as well as victory conditions, will change depending on the choices you make. Even during battle, the status of enemies and allies. So maybe if someone's trying to fight you, you could actually change them to be on your team or something. I don't know. It says Digi-evolutions will also change depending on scenario choices. This is something that I leave it out in, I'm not sure which video, but one of my videos we went into a deep theory of it. I'm just gonna link it. It should be popping up right there in the corner of the screen. I'm gonna link what it is. I want you guys to watch that video because I broke down what I think all the changes are going to affect, even in Digi-evolutions. I related it to the anime type of deals, okay? So go watch that right now. There are a total of 100 Digimon plus extras. Rather than place importance on the number of Digimon, we're choosing Digimon that match the atmosphere of the world. So one of the cool things about that is the Falcomon that we've been seeing. I remember in the first trailer I think I saw, I didn't know who this character was. I was like, I think that's Falcomon, but that looks nothing like him. So they're using a very old design of Falcomon, and I think it's because if you see, and I will say he matches the tone of this game, I think, because it's like it's not apocalyptic, but it's just this mystery revolved in mystery. And I think having this very old design of Falcomon gives us this mystery, like what's going on, why does a Falcomon look like that? So maybe not so much, I don't know, I just think it's just a different vibe, and I like it a lot. I definitely like that design. I think it really does fit this time, so I like that a lot. And I'm not that stressed about only 100 Digimon, because for Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, you know, I'm worried about the Digimon for my team. This game is nothing like that, you know, so it's more about the story. So I'm more interested in going into this story. Now, of course, I am trying to see what Digimon and build my team up and stuff, but that's not like my priority, you know. So 100, I'm perfectly fine with that, you know. Honestly, it makes it a little bit easier to choose. So yeah, I'm all here for the story, and I like that whole and keeping it at 100 makes it so the combat is a little bit more controlled in a sense, not too many crazy stuff going on. So finishing, it says we would like to continue to expand the world of game original Digimon in the future, and lastly, development is currently 30% complete. That's interesting. It's supposed to be coming out in 2019 in Japan and the US, obviously. So it says Digimon Survive do out for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC in 2019, but only PlayStation 4 and Switch in Japan. Interesting. Makes sense though. But anyways, So let's talk about that. So first things first, he says the story game is currently in development, but development still has some time to go. So if you take in that, and then you take in what he says about 30% complete, that's looking like, oh my goodness, you know what I'm saying? If Digimon Survive is 30%, well, Digimon Story is it's a larger game. That's number one. And two, it's been in the works since like all of 2018 in a sense. And I would say that that's a decent amount. So maybe we could even say something like Digimon Story is like 40% complete. I wouldn't be surprised, because the thing is with this is what I was going around in my head about. So I went ahead and labeled Digimon Survive as a side game off the rip. As soon as I saw this, my video was called New Side Game. People were like, "What is this whole side game theory you have going on?" Maybe they were genuinely asking, but I had got this vibe that they're like, "Where are you getting this from? Like, why are you making this up?" No, it's because while this game, yeah, I'm not trying to belittle it, say it's not that much effort put into it, but the development time taken for this game that it would take is nowhere near a story game's development time. So it being 30% complete actually isn't that crazy, because the time it's going to take for the game to go from 0 to 30% is not the same for a story game to go from 0 to 30%. There is a lot more things and assets and just whatever things involved in a 2D game and a 3D game. So the thing I was painting in my head is, so you take Digimon Story, you're gonna build Akihabara. You say, okay, how are we going to mold this? Because obviously it's not like Persona 5 where it's literally like a 3D thing. I mean, depending on how they do this one, but regardless, maybe it's not Akihabara, whatever, not Japan. But they first get the design concept, the design art. So they paint the artists draw that out. So for that's just the first step. But for Digimon Survive, you draw that is your background. You know what I'm trying to say? That's all you need. So the artists are probably the only people in this development right now that might be doing double the work, or they have other people doing it. So it's just like, it's just not that much of work needed for this. More of the work is melding the story, adding those multiple routes, and those multiple routes need to be put in, because if not, the game would be very simple and very, very low budget. Let's not argue. No one's gonna argue with me when I say that this game is way more low budget than Digimon Story. So let's just get that out of the way. That's why I, from the start, knew that this game was a side game. So on that same note, I think it's very interesting that they want to make this a third series in the whole Digimon games. I think that's amazing, because from there we can get things like Hacker's Memory side games plus this one, all in a 2-year span. So I think that's amazing, because think about it, we got Digimon Hacker's Memory beginning of last year, or this year. I'm tripping. See what I'm saying? Like, I didn't even forget that we got a game this year. So we could potentially get a new game every year if people do like this game. So with that being said, let's all try our best to get people on this wave. I already think it's gonna do great just because it's on Switch, and people do like that Danganronpa type of games. People like those games. Now, they're not that popular, but once you slap a Digimon name onto it, I think you're gonna get a lot more people. And then the biggest thing is Switch and PC release. That's all you need to say. Expo 1, who knows how many that's gonna sell? Maybe 20 copies. Maybe this time I'm gonna sell 100. I don't know. And I'm scrolling through the comments. Do you see this man, DigiGod? Oh, he says Survive is gonna suck, and I can't wait to see y'all faces when it does. He's tripping. The thing is, though, DigiGod is he likes he's not used to these type of games. That's the thing, and that's another thing. Anime fans, most of us know Danganronpa, and whenever he was seeing his gameplay, it was like as if he's never seen this before. So I mean, that's an opinion. That's a very strong opinion. I don't think it's gonna be a big deal, though. I think this game is gonna be fine. And people were complaining about the lack of Digimon. That's the thing, bro. Danganronpa is not known that much for the gameplay. They're known for their stories. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's the whole thing. People gotta get in their heads for this game. It's very sad that I'm looking at these comments. A lot of people are not that. Look at my comment. Not that people are scared for it. People just don't understand what's going on with this game. But wow, that's funny that I saw his comment first. But anyways, side game, I want this to be a third series because I'm ready for this story, guys. I'm ready for this story. I'm ready for the whole routes. That was one of my biggest likes of Persona, my choices affecting what the people said. Now in Persona it's not as strong. This one's even stronger, and this is a game that I will finish, you know, or I can play multiple times. I don't think it's going to be as lengthy as Persona 5, so that's the joy right there. I can play multiple endings and see what we can do with that. So I'm ready to go all in, because like I said, I've been wanting to try Danganronpa games, but the atmosphere, I'm just not used to it, so I have a problem getting into it. Whereas you give me a Digimon themed game like this and I'm ready to go. I'm ready to put my time. Switch as well. This is a Switch cop, no doubt. I'm gonna try to get multiple endings, you know what I mean? So yeah, let me know what you guys think of this though. For the most part, everyone that's been commenting on my videos for this, you guys have been liking it, because again, I think you guys know about the Danganronpa series, you know, so yeah. But lastly, I mean, I don't want to talk too much about the Digimon Story game. He says some time to go. The only thing I want to say is I'm thinking the question now is this going to be a 2019 release, or is this going to be 2020? PS4 is still definitely going on past 2020, maybe 2021. I'm thinking 2021. So that's that. But yeah, interesting news. So let me know what you guys think about this. Yeah, that's all I gotta say, I guess. I feel like there's other stuff I want to say, but I don't want the video to run for too long. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and yeah, I will see you guys in the comments and in the next video. Be sure to subscribe, leave a like, and yeah, peace. Why these niggas always trying to move?